Kati yafuka superstar. A superstar. You understand? His name is Diamond Oscar. Way back in time, he used to call himself Bling Bling Master, yeah? Akaiba wakaita superstar, beautiful, amazing jam up in there. He may not be one of the so-called legendary artists, but of course, he's a veteran artist.
True.
The good thing about him, actually, he did good music, you understand? When you go back and you listen to his kind of sound, basically, maybe he had his own identity. Bling Bling Master. It's the reason why I always tell these new artists, actually, if you're a new artist, basically find ways of having an identity.
This is Kasangati George.
You understand? Kasangati George. Yeah, man, throwback vibes. You're still catching a vibe with Beaten Television again. Your number one family-friendly TV station, and still catching a show with Level Up Show. Bright P alongside DJ Scooper. We're still giving you some throwback vibes up in here. My brother Shalom Mkutumide Konyo. Shalom Ogenze no Mkuba Kaimba ka Edikenzo. Wakaita? Abatusabira sale embizi batusabira bannange musajja najjukira ebiseera ebyo ng'akyali mu ssomero. Hey, at the beginning of the show, I remember, man, you guys sent in your requests. Our requests by the way, you understand. If you haven't seen your requests as well, feel free. We still have more time coming through. You understand? The show ends at exactly 5. You understand? So,
Kasukentumire kubana abantu abaliko bangambe tukoyali balaba big up yourself DJ M2 Makuma big up yourself then no musajja Kasangati George gwenjogeddeko kwali ali yatumidde
Kasangati George
musajja ine
muyimbi. What is his identity?
Identity ye nti musajja munene tava kutaka okategedde
kale okayisizaako bwana wange tukategedde.
Big up yourself Kasangati George, DJ M2, big time, real time.
Okay. So basically I told you, man, this week we're still moving with loyalty, man. You got to be loyal in everything that you're doing, you understand, you know. So, and yesterday we talked about that loyalty it is tested when loyalty is tested when it's not convenient, you understand, you know. True. So sometimes loyalty is tested in hard times, you understand. When hard times hits you, it's when you get to see real people, because loyal people stay, regardless of the situation. You get. Anyway, still talk about throwbacks, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, before we left you guys, we are still trying to talk about some of the things that are really happening up in this country, a legendary kind of feeling, you understand. So my producer, if you're good to go, first give me that tweet, yeah? So compare tweet here, mpola. There is a tweet that caught my attention yesterday night. So I was there, and yesterday, but I think it was Monday, right? Yeah. No, it was Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday, Tuesday, our day of Afro Nation, in Portugal. Afro Nation is like, it's a big celebration. Celebrating the diaspora, African people in the diaspora, as they celebrate their sounds. Basically, they celebrate more of Afrobeats, you get, and other genres in Africa. So there is a tweet that was saying that Joshua Baraka is preparing whether to start with Nana or Wrong Places at Afro Nation in Portugal. Why promising talents? A-Pass, Lil Pazo, and Gravito Mutuju
are getting ready to join
Bruno K and Kasuku at some TikTok live to discuss who has a bigger bum between Winnie Mami and Portia. Who's Portia? The TikToker?
Yeah, the TikToker Portia.
Yeah, but anyway, at the end of the day, it goes back to branding, you know, but yeah, but I think
I think work without play at times.
And there's what we call lifestyle moments.
Yeah, true.
Yeah? Everyone has his own lifestyle. You understand? So maybe Joshua's path is to focus at, everyone has his own vision. You understand? My vision is not at the same time as Scooper, but as right now, right now, abantu bana Uganda bagala naffe tubirewo. Bagala wali ababibi wabeera naffe bagala. I think this is the first time in Uganda whereby Ugandans want to see their stars also being recognized worldwide. Because I'm seeing the love people are showing to Joshua Baraka, every single milestone our brother is getting. You understand? So people are trying to show that kind of love. And I feel like the industry right now is ready to accept such kind of energy. But now, some artists, they feel like they are letting them down. You get? So right now, right now, musicians have to be focusing on getting strategies of how to break through internationally. We wouldn't love to see, because now, my producer, if you can give me that list of artists that performed at Afro Nation, you're going to find that there are like 4 Nigerians in there. And we have only 1 artist from East Africa. So basically, they would love to see more artists, maybe coming in from the same country. That's the list. Yeah? That was the list that performed yesterday at Afro Nation. Yeah? From Davido, J-Hash. J-Hash is an African but based in the UK. Yeah? There's Tiakola, I don't know much about him. There's Charlie Poppy, one of the trendy Afrobeat stars right now. Gabsy is also based in the UK. Ronishia, there's Joshua Baraka, there's also a resident DJ. You get what I'm trying to say? Then here, there's a piano people. You see the genres, Afrobeats and piano.
Do you know what I've like?
Now, Ugandans would love to see Chidandali also being fixed somewhere. Yeah.
I think Chidandali is part of that late stage.
Eh?
Yeah, it has to be part of that.
It has to be some, because it's like in Uganda we are selling Chidandali and you know.
So you can't start talking about Chidandali. Vibes cartel.
No, this event, it is more of celebrating African culture.
Definitely. We need to demand the Ugandan Chidandalis in that summer jam stuff.
Summer jam. Summer jam. Kati Bafana babera ku TikTok nga babayigiriza okwana nga buli omu aleta skills okwana.
Ate kati mwe munyize bunyizi.
Nedda sebo. Abayimbi baffe, to be honestly,
omuntu tabeereko ne.
I know that it's a lifestyle moment. Naye kati you're going to find
it came in
many artists. Lil Pazo is, yes, he's an artist. I can't disrespect his name because my brother has built a name.
There's life after music.
Yes, I know there's life after music, and it's good to, yes, it bonds them. You
never know
right now, focus right now. I think for a very long time, I think but right now I think they're in that direction.
Joshua Baraka, it was after him hitting, then they started pushing. It wasn't we pushing him first.
Yeah.
For starters.
Yes. Let me tell you, if now people, when I look at the founders of Afro Nation, because Afro Nation Festival is one of the biggest celebrated African festivals in Europe. In Portugal, mulimu abasajja ba DJ Edu. DJ Edu is a celebrated DJ at BBC Extra, and he happened to appear on Bebe Cool's album somewhere. I'm wondering why didn't Bebe Cool pitch for this?
What is it? Is just like this, eh?
Because DJ Edu is one of the founders of this festival.
Some things we see them just by the mere fact of seeing them, but there's magic behind seeing things. Behind scenes,
okay.
You get?
So my producer as well, you can share that video of Joshua Baraka while performing at Afro Nation yesterday. Portugal. So right now, as Ugandan artists, we need to lay strategy. We don't need only one artist. One artist can't push a genre to the rest of the world. You understand? Because
early hours. Or your star.
Antikati eri upcoming. Chilinga Bebe Cool wale abamugamba is an upcoming international superstar. Yes. However much here locally is a big legendary artist. Okay, but congratulations to our brother. That is Joshua Baraka is still waving our flag so high to the rest of the world. Yeah. So yesterday I told you our brother is going to be headlining a couple of shows in Germany and Denmark, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically we should continue waiting to see. But maybe Joshua baba chikubiye funeyo abalala gaba contact ya mpola mpola But Eddie Kenzo has also represented us somewhere.
Kangugambe Eddie Kenzo akubye.
Yeah, bikubye cause festivals kubye ko naye olaba kintu kya musukulumako ng'ali yekka. It's the reason why we didn't see other people. If it was like a force, it was like a movement. Chobola Diamond alwanye nnyo. Uli wabeera wabeera Harmonize, waliwo Rayvanny, waliwo ne Zuchu. You get it's like a force that is pushing a genre. You understand? Mpola. So I think that was a very big win up in there. So anyway, aside from that, musically, I love the culture of streaming nowadays, you know. People are really streaming up Ugandan music, apparently, especially people who are focusing on good work, yeah? My producer, first give me that list of iTunes. Okay. First, so compare list of iTunes, mpola kabaddeko a couple of Ugandan artists that are really doing good on Apple Music. Yeah, people like Ray G, their album actually is being streamed so nice. Yesterday I was telling you that Lydia Jasmine, she's also gearing up for her album. Okay, let's start from Maro. That is what I'm talking about. Albums, top albums right now on Apple Music. Checkmate. Yeah, that is captained by BNX and is a Nigerian, you understand? When you talk about these other rain and sounds, you see Break the Chains? That means we have...
Last time I told you about that Checkmate EP, but you didn't give it ears properly. You remember our last show?
Yes.
But that album is fucking nice.
The extended play?
It is.
Okay, so it has 6 tracks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some international collabos as well. When I'm talking about international collabs, I'm talking about...
Break the Chains ngaganye.
Ali ku number 4.
Ngaganye okuvaawo.
Yaliko ku number 1. Ati olaba kati sometimes bintu bikyukamuko depending on the timing. Break the Chains yasooka ofuluma then eri neddako.
Kyengamba ngaganye oviira ddala ku charts alemedde ku charts kiki.
Yeah, it's just what does that show? We're trying to actually pave a way for the industry. Mpola, yeah. True. So anyway, let's wait for other artists who are planning to release album. Jenna Gambia Lydia Jasmine. Yeah.
The one and only album.
The one and only album is coming up. Which other artists would you love to see? I would love to hear an album from Winnie Nwaji, to be honest. I feel like I need to listen more of her. I know they released an All-Star album, but I would love Winnie Nwaji, a soul artist like
me. Like right now, I would love to hear an album from Fik Fameka.
Fik Fameka released an album.
The albums he has been releasing, because he talked about he told us that he has a new strategy in music right now.
He has a new strategy
that is coming up with. Check it out. Definitely, I would love to. Because I believe Fik Fameka is someone that we can really cross borders with if he's serious, and I don't know how I can term it.
He can export our Luganda.
He can.
He can export. He can export the culture. Yeah, and I love the fact that Joshua Baraka is trying also to export the culture slowly by slowly. Because lyrically, there's somewhere he tried to fuse in some Luganda. There's a brand new jam he's about to release, but when you check out the jam, it is more of the UK, but as well, his verse. He has some little bits of Luganda, and basically he was representing of the culture. You understand? So
these guys.
We shouldn't sound like Nigerians.
Yeah, true.
There's something Washington was talking about. If we want to flog the industry, we shouldn't sound like other people. He gave an example like South Africa. Baba didn't sound as well as Sukangenya. Remember the days of the Chaka Chaka? They had their own sound. Then it you said your house music. What music is single tower? My music go to Kwaito music.
Kwaito.
Yes. Now they have a piano. Yeah.
The piano was inherited from that Kwaito. They just had to modify it a little bit, and
so we need also to modify our
chidandali. We fuse it. Tuchifumbe chitokote.
We dance. All right. We shouldn't sound like Nigerians if you want to make it like for real, yeah? So, but shout out to every single artist that is trying to really work so hard so that we can put the genre up there. Anyway, so many things. So compare Maro and I don't know what's happening up with Just Steady.
Just Steady?
Yeah, man. A brother, the other days, they told us a brother is going through some depression stuff, but I love the fact that Maro came out and said that, I don't know where you are, but keep the guard up, yeah? Keep yourself strong. A brother has been having some family kind of issues related. Some people are choosing him over using a lot of drugs, But Man,
What a talent.
but he's a very good sensation. He is a good talent. Actually, he has been there for quite a good time. And when you talk about the classic R&B artists that we do have representing up the culture, you can't just mess up a name like Joe Steady. I know he has been having issues n'abakazi mpola mpola, but as a man, you know, whatever ebintu ebimu byotasobola gamba lwaki abiyitamuko, but ebintu ebimu nga biri normal because everyone asobola ofuna okutakkaanya n'omuntu gw'ayina, you understand, ate ebintu bya relationship bistressinga muko olw'olumu, yeah? And you look out for a stress reliever.
True.
You get what I'm trying to say. So if you know you're just steady fan, I'm pretty sure our brother is super steady, just like the name says, Joe Steady, every single time. Choweeyita ky'ofuuka, nagamba abantu choweeyita ky'ofuuka. If you want to be a chameleon, you keep up changing yourself.
Kati Bri P.
Bri P is brighter paper, you understand? So I keep myself in the light, you know.
Okay.
I just want to be a transparent person, a loyal kind of person. That is me. I believe in loyalty, you understand?
It is what it is.
Anyway, let's first go back into some more classics. And the trivia is still on, by the way, guys. My producer Soko badilemu ka trivia kompola mpola. Which Ugandan artist won himself an award in France?
A Radio France International Discovery Award. Back in the day.
Back in the day. At the end of the show, I'm going to come back with the quote of the day. I'm going to come out with a quote of the day at the same time. If we have some lucky winners, whoever guesses it right, which chances will stand a chance of winning themselves 10,000 shillings, courtesy of Bri P and Level Up, yeah? Short musical break, ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked into the show, man. Bri P, the name that you can trust. Let's go get it.